You spent years making your house a home, and I want to help you keep it that way. But for many seniors I know, the biggest threat to aging in place in their home isn't actually their health, it's the insurance. If Medicare and your home health aren't on the same page, you'll get stuck in a loop of denials right when you need them most. So today I'm going to break down the three things you need to know to stay independent and get the care that you've already paid for. So first, let's talk about the middlemen, the insurance companies. I know a lot of you seniors love $0 premiums, the dental perks, and the flex cards from Medicare Advantage. But here is the nuts and bolts truth. If you suddenly need an intensive physical therapy or home health agency after a surgery or a fall, many of those plans are going to require prior authorization. That's basically the middleman deciding if you get care today or next week and for how long. Traditional Medicare A and B doesn't have that middleman, but it also can leave you exposed to financial risk and larger bills for dental, hearing, and vision. So, in short, there is no best plan, one size fits all, that I'm recommending. There's only a plan that fits your specific needs and doctors. And they don't make this easy with the times and ways that you're allowed to change the plan type you're on. Also, this varies by basically every zip code you're in. So, in short, I'm saying don't pick a plan because of a celebrity on TV or because this company historically has been good to you. Pick it because it gives you access to the health care you actually need moving forward, because that's what insurance is for. Second, let's talk about aging in place as a strategy and not just a plan for the future that we don't think about. These stairs in your home are going to get steeper, the yard is going to become too much, and so as you age, you basically have two choices: plan ahead and modify your home, or downsize or find a community that fits your needs. One of the things I recommend is getting a home inspection to look at the layout of your home with your budget. There are plenty of programs depending on your zip code, from Medicaid waivers to Medicare benefits, that will cover some of your in-home modifications like grab bars, ramps, chair lifts, etc. I'm going to be very honest though, a lot of you seniors are going to have to downsize or pick a single level living, condo, or a senior community depending on your healthcare needs. And if you end up choosing or needing a senior living, know that the quality of those senior living communities varies very widely. I've walked into some that feel like a five-star luxury resort I wish I could live in, and I've walked into others that feel like a prison. So even if your plan is to stay home forever, I recommend that you have the community as a plan B that you'd like to go to already picked out ahead of time. It's a lot easier to make that choice right now in the comfort of your home and health than when you're being discharged from the hospital after a fall or other medical need. I have a checklist that you can go through so you can talk about this with your family in the comfort of your own home. That way, there's no salespeople trying to get you to move one way or the other. You can simply go through the checklist and make sure that you're prepared to age in place, and that if that doesn't work out, you already have everything else decided. You know who's selling the home, you know who's managing the insurance, you know who the doctors are, who the attorney is, who's running the estate. Everything's already pre-decided. The third thing is healthcare and transportation. Healthcare is moving online, technology is advancing, and it shouldn't leave you behind just because it's hard to use. I've seen a lot of my clients struggle to use phones with touch screens or telehealth visits, but at the same time not be able to drive themselves 30 minutes or more to a doctor's appointment. So this is part of the reason I started the Health Hub program. I partner with local communities and I give them laptops and tablets that are already pre-downloaded with the software, where I have HIPAA secure, easy to use hardware for them to connect through telehealth, urgent care, primary care, as well as other benefits. I link these directly to the local providers, and I've made this available on my website under the Health Hubs tab, where you can go and access local telehealth links. I don't have this available in every area, but I will work to make it available upon request to all the areas that are requested. You deserve an advisor who acts as a healthcare liaison and not just someone who sells you a policy and then you never hear from them again. My job is to be your bridge between insurance, your home, and your doctors. So if you're overwhelmed by the changes year over year to your Social Security, your insurance, and all the other things that life throws at you, download my senior planning checklist. It's a free tool that will go through everything you need to consider when making your long-term plan, and you could fill it out with your family in the comfort of your own home on your own time frame so that you have everything set in place. Do not wait for a crisis to decide how you're going to live out the rest of your life.